I'm Dana K. White. I am the author of Decluttering at the Speed of Life. I'm the creator of the No Mess Decluttering process, and we are doing a 1 hour better session today. That means that I am helping Emily work in her space to make it 1 hour better. We actually finished, moved on to another part of the room, finished that too, made so much progress. But sometimes we don't always finish because the goal is that we're decluttering without making a bigger mess, which means whatever amount of time that you have, you make progress and only progress. It's always worth your time. In this, function was our driving force. It was our goal for her to be able to do in this space what she needs to do in this space. It's just amazing to get to see this space become functional. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as me. You have your black trash bag and your donate box. As soon as we start the timer, I want you to start throwing away trash, and then we'll talk while you do that. Okay?
Okay.
Starting the 1 hour, throw away the most obvious trash, right? Like if it's anything that makes you stop and think, oh, then that's not what we're talking about. So tell me a little bit about this space where we're working.
So this is my my kitten room. We foster neonatal kittens.
Oh my
and
goodness.
This is where we keep them.
So do you have the little teeny tiny bottles?
Yes, we have everything we have is little teeny tiny. So I don't have kittens right now. We're about to go on vacation, and then when we come back, we'll definitely have kittens because they are sort of seasonal.
Okay. Can I ask you what you just did with that bag?
I just put it behind me just because I couldn't see what was under it.
Okay. Don't do that just for the sake of the no mess decluttering. So why don't you go ahead and put it back? And I know that feels weird, except that our goal is to not make any piles in other places. Okay. So if you can't see underneath it, then we'll move on to the next step and you'll eventually get to it. The next step is the easy stuff. Anything that you already know where it goes. Do you know where that bag goes?
Yes, it goes downstairs. It goes in my car, actually.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that goes in that general direction? That you already know that? Not that you have to think hard about, but anything else that's...
Not immediately. There'll be other stuff, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and take it there, and I'm going to time how long it takes. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. That took 1 minute and 3 seconds. Okay. Anything else you see that is just easy? You already know what to do with it.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that goes in this closet.
Okay. Let's do that. So is that a kitten incubator that I'm seeing?
So this is a kitten dryer, but I have an incubator over in the other corner. We've done 75 kittens so far. We've been doing this for about 5 years. We only kept one.
Okay, you're looking at that a little bit funny. So is it easy or is it not easy?
Trash.
Oh, perfect. Yay, we love trash. Are there any obvious donations? Anything that now that you look at it, you go, okay, actually that could go?
No, not obviously.
All right, then let's move on to our 2 decluttering questions. Talk real quick. What is the purpose of this table? Like, what is the identity of this table?
So the purpose of this table is to be able to sort of intake a kitten and weigh them, take them into the bathroom, wash them, dry them, give them their medicine, heat up their bottle in the microwave, then sit down and feed them, and not have to do much, because sometimes I have to do that in the middle of the night, and so I don't want to have to like deal with a pile of crap.
What you want is for this to be a highly functional table, right?
Yep.
Okay. So excess is keeps it from being functional. So let's pick up every single thing and let's give it a home. So let's give it a home according to the question. So pick up something that you automatically know it doesn't need to be there, even though you don't know where it needs to be. Okay, so what is that?
Floor cleaner.
Okay, if I needed floor cleaner, where would I look for it first?
In the linen closet with the cleaners.
All right, go take it to where you know. Is there anything else that goes into that same place?
Yeah, I'll take all the cleaners.
Okay. What is that?
So that's like it pops out and becomes like a pet holder. So I'd use this to separate out older kittens and keep them in it. It's like a
Okay.
pen.
If you needed a kitten separator, where would you look first for a kitten separator?
I mean, in this room, I just don't know where.
Okay. So picture yourself in this room right now in the middle of the night when you got a new kitten in and you realize you've got older kittens and you need to separate them. You don't know where that thing is. So where is the first place in the room where you would look for it?
I guess the closet.
Then go take it there now. Is there room for it is in the closet?
Yeah.
A scale. Is that something that you use at the very beginning? Is that something that needs a space on this thing?
No,
No?
I'd use a little scale for them in the beginning. This is for older kittens.
Okay. So if you needed the scale for older kittens, where would you look for it first?
I have a shelf under the incubator.
Where would you look for those first when you needed to put them on a floor somewhere?
I don't know. I got them only at the end of last year, so I haven't really used them a ton.
Okay. So picture yourself saying, I know I bought those things to put on the floor to keep kittens from going somewhere, and we have got one of those kittens that we need it for. I know I got that. I have no idea where it is, but where's the first place where you would look?
Under the incubator.
And there's space for it there?
Yep.
Okay.
So I have all these towels here, and I do use them all the time when I'm here, but they've sort of taken over.
So you do use them in this space. So it's kind of part of the flow of the work process. Okay. I think the ideal thing would be to contain them. Do you have a container? Is that blue container on top of the black box thing there to your right? Is that blue container? Does that have stuff in it?
No, but it's a litter box.
Oh, sorry.
It's just clean.
Do you have any possible containers? They don't even have to be perfect. Maybe even just a box at this point.
I have a little basket.
Perfect. Put the best ones in there first and let that be the limit. Because the problem with rags like that, because they are so useful, they can get out of control so easily because they're all useful, right? And so like, why would you not have this? But if you let the container itself be the limit, then it keeps that under control.
All right, the rest of these do not fit.
Okay. So you put the best ones in there and then are you good with donating those?
Yep. Stick in my donate box.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that container that has them that you just used, put it on the table because that is where it's going to go to live, right?
Yeah. Okay, some of this stuff is medical. I'm going to put it in the closet with their other medical stuff.
Perfect.
Expired.
Okay, did you find that in the space where you were taking the medical things?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. That's how the whole house starts to get better and better and better, right?
She need to get better at putting stuff back, like when I'm using it. I mean, most of this stuff just goes in this room, just in another place.
Yeah, and I think that's the key is the making this table as streamlined and functional and purposeful as possible is going to help with that, right? And then of course the 5-minute pickup will help maintain it. But getting the things out that have just kind of started living there that actually don't, that make it harder to function is key. Okay, so is that a cat bed?
This is a window seat. Yeah, it's for my old cats, my current cat, and I just took it out of the window because I had the window open.
Oh, okay. Can you go ahead and put it back now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we're making some progress. What about the other cat bed that's right there?
This is a kitten cat bed.
Where would you look first for it? Is it something that sits out or is it something that gets pulled out?
No, there's a pile of them in the closet.
Okay.
I'm just really fortunate to have this room that I can use just for this.
Of course. Yes. Okay, so let's deal with all the little things. What about the cat carrier? Is that something that you would look for here?
Yeah, I keep it in this room. I never have a good place to put it. Like I don't.
Okay, so, and you don't want it to be on here because that's not part of the function of this table, right?
Right.
Where else might you look for it first?
I think it would fit under the incubator.
Would you look for it there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, and the coffee cup and is that a wooden tray?
Yeah. These stay here. I keep their medicines in this that don't have to be refrigerated.
Okay,
And then this I put bottles in when they're like wet and I don't want to put them on here.
okay,
So I just set
perfect.
them in that. I never found a better solution than that.
No, that sounds great. Okay, so let's keep going then. Above the kitten dryer and the black box there. Is that a fridge?
This is a fridge, yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, let's keep going. Is there something on top of the kitten dryer?
Just pieces to the kitten dryer.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do the stuff up on the fridge.
This is an Amazon thing, you know, one of these like,
The Echo.
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want it. Like, it's trash, but like people say not to throw them away unless you like clear them or something.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
You
I don't
set that
know.
where it was, set it where it was, so we're not making a bigger mess. Set it in the same spot where it was, and I'm gonna look up what to do. Okay, and keep going and see if there's anything else. Okay, here's what I found. All right, it says minimum. Now this is. I'm not guaranteeing that this is the actual exact perfect thing to do, but this is what I found in a quick Google search. It says minimal data is stored locally on the device, but this says to reset your device to its factory settings, press and hold the microphone off and volume down buttons for 20 seconds. Wait for the light ring to turn off and on again. Is it charged enough to be able to do that?
No, it's been dead for a long time.
Do you have a charger for it?
Somewhere.
Okay. Um, so I know it feels like, it's this thing, right? But let's keep moving. And then with the time that we have left, we are going to do everything we can on that specific thing, right? Like we're not going to let it stop us from decluttering, but we're also going to try to get it figured out because it's sitting in the house and frustrating you is not okay, right?
This is where it always gets stuck is with like the last stuff.
Okay, well just pick it up and let's talk through it. Pick up one item and what is it?
So this is cleaner that goes in the bot, the like I never have a place to put it. Like
Okay. Um, if you needed the cleaner for the bot, where would you look first for the cleaner for the bot? Don't think so hard. Be thinking more about, I don't know where it is. I never know where it is. I never know where it is. But I don't want it to be on this table. So if I was beginning what I thought was the search for this item that was going to be tearing the house apart, where's the first place where I would look?
I always think it's under the sink.
Then that's where it needs to live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always open under the sink and that's not there and I'm disappointed.
Then, oh, that's perfect. Oh, and that was easy, right? Not too far.
Yep.
Pick up another small thing and let's talk through it.
Okay, this is just a dish that needs to go down and be washed.
Okay. Anything else that needs to go in that general direction?
The disgusting microwave thing.
Yeah, might as well, right? Okay, yeah, go take those there. Okay, that took just a little under 1 minute.
All right, this goes in the closet.
Okay, what about the stuff that's up there? Yeah, let's deal with that.
So this is their dry food.
Okay,
And I just keep that up here.
so that's where you would look for it?
Yep.
Okay. What are those pieces?
So these are pieces to the garbage can that's down here.
Okay, so you can go ahead and attach those to the garbage can.
Yep.
Now, what all is that on top of the microwave?
So these are like silicone bags that you can warm up stuff in the microwave, like, or not warm up, like disinfect things in the microwave.
Okay.
So I haven't used them yet, so I don't know where I keep them.
Okay, so you don't know where you would keep them. Think of yourself going, oh my goodness, those disinfectant things for things I'm gonna put in the microwave. I need to use those now. I know I've got them somewhere. Picture yourself thinking that, and where would you look for them first? Even though you have no confidence they're gonna be there, where would you look first?
The closet.
Okay. That's what I was hoping you were gonna say, because that felt logical, but also I did not want to put those thoughts in your brain. All
Okay,
right,
this is an
go ahead.
air purifier that I just use like if it's stinky in here.
Okay.
And so I
So
just keep it up here.
how can I ask you something? Like, how often do you have to use it?
Pretty often.
Okay. Is it something that could just live and then be turned on, or is it something that needs to be completely put away every time?
So it has to be unplugged because it just runs when you plug it in.
Okay. But is there a place where it could just kind of live and then get plugged in as needed?
Yeah, it could live under this table.
Okay. Because that would just eliminate a few steps, you know what I mean, for using it. It would make it a little bit easier to use it when needed.
Yep.
Is there anything else there on this table that, okay, so everything there belongs there. I want you to think through the process of intaking a new kitten. How does this space function for that process?
I think in the long term, I wish the refrigerator weren't here, but that's a bigger project.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. So you wish it wasn't there because that would give you more workspace?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one thing. Let's just really think through that, because in the same way that a craft room, in order for it to not be craft storage, but it actually be a crafting place, it needs to have open, empty space in order to do the thing that needs to be done, right? It's the similar concept for you, right? Like the goal is that this is a functional table where in the middle of the night you get 5 kittens in and you can come in and you can do all the things that need to be done, and it's easy to do because you have the space to do it. So there is a lot of value in getting that fridge off of this table. So if you needed I'm assuming that's what, refrigerated medications for the kittens?
And milk and formula.
And formula.
So
Okay.
my bedroom is on this floor, so it's just nice to be able to get out of my bed and come here and have their formula instead of going
Absolutely.
downstairs.
Is that something that could be on the floor, or is it something that could be elsewhere in the room? Because it feels like it needs to be in this room, right?
Yeah.
But it would be ideal for it to not be on this table.
Yep.
Could the microwave go on top of the fridge?
Probably.
And then that would open up the same amount of space. Would that work?
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Well, and let's talk about that food that's right there too, because that food is for older cats, right?
Yeah.
So it really does not necessarily fit the identity of this table, because this table is for your newborn formula eating kittens, right?
Yep. Yeah, it could go on the floor here by the older kittens litter.
Okay. And then that way you don't have to worry about like stacking things high and toppling and all that kind of stuff. Is that not going to work?
Nope, it will.
It will. Okay. Are you able to move that closer to the end of the table? Just to kind of free up workspace in the middle or in the front?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. Get those plugged back in so you don't regret it later when you realize.
The fridge wasn't plugged in.
Hmm.
I don't
Does it
plug it in
need to
until I
be?
need it.
Oh, you don't plug it until you need it. Is there a place for it to get plugged in?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
And
plugged in down there.
does the microwave stay plugged in? Okay. Now, if you move your kitten dryer, you're going to have some really decent workspace right there, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Okay.
But that's really heavy, so I'm going to have my wife do that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But for now, okay, is there any of that other supply stuff that you could just go ahead and move in between the dryer and the fridge, and then that way you'd have this open workspace? Or is that all stuff that needs to be in the workspace?
That's all stuff I would need.
Okay, let's talk about this space really quickly, and then we'll keep on going and do some other spaces. How do you feel about this space?
Much better. It definitely feels like I'm home from vacation and somebody calls me with kittens, I'll be much more ready.
Think of the open space as already used space.
Okay.
Instead of open space being available for stuff to go there, think of it as it is used because it is workspace. It is the space for the actual kitten to go in the moment when the kitten needs to go there. So rethinking that of the function deserves space first. And anything that makes it harder to function in the way that it needs to function is clutter. So well, I'm excited for you. Okay, let's keep going.
There's stuff over here in this corner.
Let's do it. As long as we're here and we have more of our hour, we have 11 minutes. So it'll be even more crucial to, it's always crucial to declutter without making a bigger mess, but even more so that we only make progress.
The hidden corner of junk.
Start out by looking for trash. Is there any trash or obvious donations?
All right, this is a donation.
Big stuff being donated. That's big stuff equals big progress.
That's all.
Is there anything that is easy, like you know what to do with it, even if it's not physically easy to do? Is there anything that you already know what should be done?
Yeah, some of this stuff, I know where it goes.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and do that.
I have 3 half-used rolls of paper towels.
If you needed a half-used roll of paper towels, where would you look for it first?
I don't know. No, there's 4. Oh my God, there's 4.
Yeah, go ahead and take those to the place where you would look for them. Or would you go looking for them?
So I would. I don't know. Would I put them where I keep new paper towels?
Do you have places? Okay. Do you have places where there are already in process paper towels? Like I know I have more than one place that has like a roll of paper towels. Can you go and put them in those places, like refill them with these partially used ones? Because the reality is, yes, I would put them, if you don't have those spaces, I would put these in the place where you would go looking for paper towels, because that's when you're going to see them and go, oh, I need to go ahead and use this half used one. Where as long as they're like, oh, they don't really deserve to be there, then they end up here and then they never get used, right? So it's when you're looking for more paper towels, that's when you want to find these. So that's where they need to be.
Okay, so I'd probably put them in the linen closet with the cleaning supplies, because
Okay.
I just keep them in my box of cleaning supplies.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, now that's empty.
Yay! Where would you look first for an empty box?
I'm going to donate it.
Oh, perfect. Now it's a donate box. I've been wondering what that was.
So it's just a vinyl floor covering that I just put under them if they're in a pen, just to protect my floor.
Is it not something that can just live there?
I don't keep it out just because it's harder to clean like on a regular basis than like the floor is.
Okay.
If that makes sense. But like if they pee on the floor, they'll damage it. So I just keep it for them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Where would you look for that first when it's time to use it?
So I'd probably just like keep it rolled up in the corner here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if that's the function of the space, then that makes sense.
All right, I'm going to donate this mirror.
Yay.
It hasn't been hung up since we moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah. We are at 27 seconds left. Anything else that's a donation that you could stick in the donate box real quick?
Nope, I think everything is really good.
There we go. That's
I
it.
can sit on my couch for the first time in months.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Well, that wasn't even that much stuff, was it?
No, it just seemed daunting, so I never mess with it.
Well, and I think it seems daunting when also the biggest function of the room is also daunting. Let's talk about what we did. Okay, one thing is I'm going to send you Amazon's instructions for recycling their stuff. Okay. And I know that because that what you're dealing with that piece is very daunting. It's like, I've heard this about it. I've heard I'm supposed to do this, but I don't know how to do that or whatever. I just want to remind you that it is a valid use of your decluttering efforts, time, energy to find a way to charge that thing and go through the process. Whatever it takes to get it actually out, to let yourself get rid of it, it's worth it. And it counts as decluttering, because as long as it sits there as I just don't know what to do with it because I don't have time because I'm supposed to be decluttering, well, it is decluttering to deal with that. So
yeah, it's taking up my emotional space.
Yes. Tell me how you feel about this space.
Much better. It feels clean. It feels like I can use it for the purpose it has. I don't feel afraid to come in here.
And it's exciting that you have this space to do this thing that is a passion of yours. Well, thank you so much for being willing to share your space with our YouTube community and letting people experience the power of no mess decluttering. If you would like someone to coach you through my process the way that I'm coaching Emily through the process, I have decluttering coaches. My coaches are listed at declutteringcoaches.com. Everyone listed there is trained and certified by me in my no mess decluttering process. You can see if there's someone in your area. If there's not someone in your area, most of our coaches also coach virtually the way that I do in this video. And we have an option for you to request the first available virtual coach if it's overwhelming to you to look through people's profiles. Okay.